Welcome to Static Model Mayhem. On this episode, we'll be starting a new series called Scale Model Rescue. As most of you know, quite a few of our models have suffered either via transportation, storage, or just some accidents, and they have missed a few parts, some things have broken, all kinds of stuff. So today we're going to repair Revell's Mil-28N in 1/72nd scale. Really nice kit. This is one of my brush painted models. Not bad, not great, and not terrible. What really doomed this build was testing acrylic washes instead of enamels or oil ones. But quite frankly, it was a really enjoyable build, and as you can see, it has suffered while being in storage. Let's do an autopsy. We have the wheel right here, the rear rotor, which hopefully hasn't broken off, and the main rotor that's missing a blade right there. So how we can go about this? We can either use our old and trusted super glue, or in this case, since we're dealing with just plastic parts gluing to each other, we'll make use of Tamiya Extra Thin. Let's start with the landing gear. If I can find it. Oh, there it was. Nothing major, nothing dramatic. Simply gluing the piece back again. Let's give it another one for good measure. There we go. As I've said, this is one of my brush painted models before getting an airbrush, but it ended up real nice. I've still masked off some camouflage. Let it sit here. And next we're going to focus on our rotor blades right there. I'm not sure if Extra Thin is going to cut it, so we're going to go with a dual hit. First, Tamiya slow drying to anchor the part. Like so. And then we're going to lace it up with the Extra Thin. I tend not to glue the main rotor to the model. There we go. I told you I wasn't sure it was going to work. So if we stick it there, just lace it. Some Extra Thin and capillary action. And I don't think it's going to work. Let's give it another shot. In fact, let me grab one of my clamps. This should be able to hold it in place. Oh, not really. Come on. Well, since you are refusing to cooperate, there's only one way to go, and that's the almighty super glue. As I said, I'm not fond of gluing the main rotor to the helicopter, any helicopter model, for storage reasons. Well, since you're not cooperating with the dummy ones, you're going to cooperate with super glue. There are various stages of repairing a model, either competition grade or simply display. In our case, we're going for display, which means we're not after 100% accuracy or reliability, I should say. Just good enough so I can place it on my shelf and have a look at it. It should be even. It is. Let's give it a bit of a wipe. Get some dust off. There. I could have used some enamel wash to get a better display of these raised surfaces on the exhausts. Also, panel lines not quite visible as they should be, but it was a fun build, and we've just rescued it from the landfill, or recycle if you want. Let's see what we have. Let's get the rotor in. Nice. Main rotor up. And we're good. So there you have it. Scale model rescue on Revell's 1/72 scale Mil-28. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.